What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Mega Man Sucker, which was released on the Super Nintendo by Capcom and the Sun L. And this game is pretty much a spin-off of the Mega Man franchise that was mainly released on the Super Nintendo and NES. Of course, I'm referencing pretty much the first 7 Mega Man games and the Mega Man X franchise specifically. Now, this pretty much spinoff occurs between Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 5. And the plot of the game is that a televised soccer game was going on when a explosion interrupted the game, and the soccer players were replaced by Dr. Wily's robots, some of the robot masters that Dr. Wily created. So Dr. Light, to combat this, sent Mega Man and some robot masters of his own to combat Dr. Wily. Now, first thing to note that some of the robots from first 4 Mega Man franchises, first 4 Mega Man games rather, are in this game, you know what I'm saying, like Fireman, Elect Man, Pharaoh Man, Cut Man, Dust Man, Needle Man, Wood Man, Bomb Man, Flash Man, and it's pretty much some more other robot masters. It's pretty much I would say 18 of them overall, plus um not only is those robot masters a part of this game, also Mega Man, Proto Man, and Dr. Wily are pretty much playable characters too, you know what I'm saying? Or you can just put them as a part of your team in some of the modes. And speaking of the modes, there are several of them. The first one being Exhibition, and that's Capcom Championship, Tournament, and League. Now, the Exhibition mode is pretty self-explanatory, you know what I'm saying? Where you can play as Mega Man and have like your own roster where one team face off against another. You can have like, say, like Mega Man, Fireman, Dust Man, and Needle Man on one team, where you can have Dr. Wily, Flash Man, Bomb Man, and Wood Man, for example, on the other. You know what I'm saying? And after you pick your roster, you pretty much pick a soccer field that you play on, and the soccer fields are in the same vein as the Mega Man games, you know what I'm saying? Each robot master has their own soccer field that you can pick from, you know what I'm saying? You can do any one that you want. Now, the Capcom Championship is basically the versus mode of the game, where you pretty much select one of the robot masters, and the person you're playing against pick their own, and you just go heads up. You know what I'm saying? And there's 5 formations that you can pick from. There's the 3-2-2, the 3-1-3, sweeper, 2-3-2, and the 2-2-3. You know what I'm saying? Anybody watch soccer, I think you would know what I'm talking about when you talking about these formations. Now, the tournament is pretty much a 8 robot single elimination tournament. It's more like an 8-team single elimination tournament. You know what I'm saying? And the bracket setup is as follows: you got Fireman versus Elect Man, Mega Man versus Feral Man, Wood Man versus Cut Man, and Dust Man versus Needle Man. And of course, the winner is determined by eliminating 3 of the teams that's a part of this tournament and stuff like that. Now the league mode is pretty much, it's kind of similar to the exhibition mode, but it serves as the season mode of the game. You know what I'm saying? Where you take on all of the robot masters in the game, you know what I'm saying? The ones that I made reference to, like Woodman, Cutman, Pharaoh Man and others, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you got the standards like you would with any like sports titles like Madden or NBA Live stuff like that. And but I guess the playoff setup is different though than those other titles and stuff like that. Now the graphics and the designs are pretty good, and they have nice color palettes to them. And to me, the graphics and designs are pretty similar to the Mega Man X games on the Super Nintendo and stuff like that. Now, the controls and gameplay are the weakest part of the game, right? Because they are stiff and kind of sluggish. You know what I'm saying? Even though the robot masters can pretty much have their own abilities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now the soundtrack is pretty good, but it's not the best soundtrack in the Mega Man within the Mega Man franchise. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be honest enough to say that putting the Mega Man characters in a soccer game wasn't a bad idea, but it was just marred and ruined by the gameplay and controls that could have been better. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest enough to admit that there are soccer games on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis that got better controls, like the FIFA games that were released on those two consoles. You know, I'd say you have to be a hardcore Mega Man game or Mega Man fan rather, and a hardcore soccer fan to really enjoy this game. You know what I'm saying? Well, because of the controls, yeah, I would say pass it by for better soccer games. You know, with that being said, sound off about Mega Man Soccer. Do you think that this was a necessary game? Do you like the game? Or whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? If you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.